Welcome y'all to another week at Skip Barber Racing. This week we're at Oulton Park. It's a track I enjoy a lot. I haven't raced this config yet. Here we go.
Green, green, green. Left side, clear.
This shouldn't be the draft fest Watkins was. There will be a bit of drafting here though. But the twisty section should be long enough. To make it easy to get away. Nope.
One minute 14.099.
As usual, pre-race jitters are just killing me. It's also one of those tracks where it's real easy to make a few mistakes that kind of just throws everything off. Like this exit curb, I do not like it. It always seems to end up being a lot smaller than I think it is. It's like we're not gaining, but we're not
1 minute 6.
being left behind yet either. Debatable after that little mistake. So in practice, I've been able to get down to the 6.3s, optimal 6 flat. A little bit more practice, I think I can find a pretty decent amount more pace here. That curve does have one cool thing though, where it changes sound near the end of it. Not as well as I would have liked. I had to slow down way too much there. Which looks like it's going to be very unfortunate.
6.08.
Yeah, I knew that was coming, but I figured it was worth it. For some reason, I have no idea why I've had such a hard time shifting at the right time in that corner. Uh-oh.
One minute 6.127.
Like we're not getting left behind exactly. Need to try to stop making so many mistakes. Just over pushing. I still feel like that could be done in fourth. I did play around with it a little bit today in practice, but I didn't have enough time to really try it and see how well it worked.
1 minute 6.253.
It was close enough I didn't immediately reject it, though. I know in the warmer weather, like default afternoon, it's definitely third is the correct gear to be in. I guess that's one of the interesting things about this track, especially compared to Watkins, where you really don't have a lot of time to not do anything. Which is also one of the good things about it. Like Casey's going to power off. As I make a really silly mistake. I don't really have a good break point there. It's after the sign, but before the smudge.
7.327.
Which is not the easiest thing in the world to see. Kind of like on the carousel part of that turn, or when I lift for the carousel, it's kind of like around the dip. And for like the entry on this turn, there's a spot-ish I'm looking for. So I see we have Joe Wren now. I don't know if he's actually really quick or him and Craig have been fighting. That's what's slowing Craig down.
6.02.
But I see, oh wow, Craig just fell back by a second. Now was smart. Rip our SR this week.
You got a slow car on the right.
And yeah, I see the blue car is off again. And again.
Left side. Clear on the left.
I definitely shouldn't have forced it. Thought there was room. Looks like Craig and Joe are still back there, which is good.
Minute 7.166.
I'm curious if the guy in front of us is going to X out, because he's been racking them up quick. I think it's just my imagination, but I swear the car's pulling a little bit to the right. But I just kind of let go of the wheel as centered best I could. And it still kept tracking fairly straight. So I think we're all right. So I'm wondering if some of these are just netcode, make it look like he's going off track.
1 minute 5.744.
Was he really trying to defend there? Because I couldn't pass there. And have to be right up next to him to even have a chance at it. Before you say anything, this is a hard section to try to pass in. A lot of this track is hard to pass in. But we're going to have to get something going here soon. So it looks like Joe left Craig and is catching up.
1 minute 6.305.
Should get see how many X's they have so I can tell to see if I should even bother trying to pass yet or just wait and let him pass himself, essentially.
Right side. Clear. Right side. Clear.
Really? I can say I'm pretty frustrated right now. I was just going to kind of hang out there on the side, pressure, and not attempt to really pass until I saw him just back off super early and was like, oh. Then I was just trying to make sure I didn't blow the turn.
Minute 20.364. You got 10 laps to go.
Wow. Yeah, rip our SR indeed. I wonder if that was retribution for him basically throwing me off into the grass. And I say it like that because I was pretty sure. I mean, I still think I had room at that point, and he just came over into me, but we'll have to check the replay to see, to be sure. I mean, with the way that guy was driving, I wouldn't put anything past him right now.
6.346. Car right. Clear.
Hopefully we can catch someone in the next 8 laps. I mean, with all the off tracks we saw in front of us, I'm surprised it was on track that we got cleaned up like that. Not taken out by someone either coming across or re-entering because they didn't really have a choice with what the car was doing.
One minute 6.166.
If you're curious, default weather for late afternoon this week is 86 degrees Fahrenheit. No clue Celsius. Let y'all do the math on that. Yeah, I definitely think it's better to catch the lower curve and not the huge bump on the curb.
Thank you.
Left side. Clear on the left. One minute 6.243.
If we're not careful, we're gonna X out here again. Just felt it was worth pushing to try to pull a gap. Frustrating because we're actually gaining quite a bit on the two people in front of us.
1 minute 5.903.
I think I may know what have happened there when I was trying to pass the guy in the first place. I had forgotten that the right side of the track kind of comes in on you. So there was a gap and then there wasn't.
1 minute 5.974. You've got 5 laps to go.
Closing the gap quite nicely. Still not sure it's going to be enough. No.
1 minute 6.326.
I think we're only gaining a second per lap, which is not going to be enough. Unless they start making some big mistakes. Yeah, only a second. Just not quite enough. We'll be close.
345.
Well, and if I had gotten 6s instead of 6 3s, that would be a half a second. That's not helping. Every time I do that corner, I swear I can carry more speed. When I've tried to brake later, it just has not worked out well. Do me a favor and just make a mistake or two. I was not talking to myself.
One minute 6.56.
Uh-oh. His ex has finally caught up with him. I forgot to leave him in Texas.
You just got the white flag. That means one more lap to go.
Like I was saying, it's going to be frustratingly close.
One minute 5.962.
Come here, dang it. Just need a couple of mistakes. Oh, this is going to be real close. Because he did make a pretty nasty mistake there. Not sure if it's going to be enough, though. Nope, not enough. Real close. Frustratingly close. I made too many mistakes early on.
There's the flag. It's over. Great job. You did really well.
Went back and looked at it. First incident. From what he was doing, I should have seen it and not tried to stick my nose in. Because he was basically not going to give me any room. I was up alongside of him, and he just kept going. Never stopped. It looked like he was just saying, you're not getting room, don't bother trying. So it looks like for the second incident, he just plowed right into us. But I don't know what to say that was. I mean, From what we saw, the way he was driving, we shouldn't have gotten near him. Just kind of waited for him to X himself out, which is what happened. I really wanted to get past him to see if I could actually do anything else before that. It's always such a delicate balance between passing someone crazy like that and not. Oh well, on to the next race. We'll have to see if we can do better. With that, if you like, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. If you have any questions, suggestions, feedback, or advice, drop it in the box below. Good luck in your races, and y'all take it easy.